Hey visionaries, welcome back to Take Off Innovations YouTube channel. I am Shanae Jeffrey, visionary and founder behind Take Off Innovations, where your business takes flight. I wanted to give a product flip through today. If you've been following me on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, maybe, and now you're newly subscribed here to our YouTube channel, I wanted to give a product review, not really a review, more like a flip through. I don't know what I'm talking about. More like a flip through of our first product here, our 2026 business planner here. It's for visionaries, for doers, for people that have businesses, need to jumpstart their business, thinking about starting a business. This planner is for you. And I wanted to give you a behind the scenes flip through of what this planner consists of. And so, as you can see here, it is turquoise. It is a dark turquoise. On camera, it looks green, it looks blue, it looks everything but the color it's supposed to be, but it is a dark turquoise color. It is linen material on the front and on the back. We do have gold corners here for a little bit of elegance, a little bit of luxury. We do have gold foil embossed here on the front and in the back. This is our first product and I'm super excited about it, and I hope that you love it as much as we do here at Take Off Innovations. So stay tuned for the flip through. I don't know why I keep calling it a behind the scenes. I guess it is a behind the scenes since it's a pre-order. So pre-order your 2026 planner today. So I guess it is a behind the scenes because you don't have it in your hands just yet. What are you waiting for? Pre-order your business planner today. So as you go ahead and open up the front of the planner here, we have a belongs to page. If you're like me, I like my planners to have pockets in it. So we thought of that here, adding a pocket for receipts, for post-it notes, for anything that you might need to just stuff right into your planner. Flipping through, we have a beautiful welcome to your planner letter. We have our 2026 calendar overview. Couldn't get my words there. Calendar overview. And then one thing I want to make note about this planner is that there are tons of quotes everywhere. If you're like me, I need motivation, I need inspiration, I need quotes, I need all the things. So I was very intentional about putting quotes throughout this entire planner. We felt if we needed the motivation, I'm sure you all need the motivation as well. So then as we flip through here, we have our 2026 and 2027 holidays. More of those beautiful quotes there. And then as you turn into the planner here, this is where your business takes flight. This is our takeoff checklist for those that have businesses, those that are looking to jumpstart their business, visionaries, doers, dreamers, all the things. When you're going ahead and starting a business, we wanted to add this checklist in here just to make sure that your business was set up for success. And so flipping through here, we have monthly reminders. We also have quarterly and annual reminders as well. And these will be throughout the entire planner. We have sections for a business overview, for business brainstorm, vision board here. We have a missions page, and then we have notes. There are notes also throughout this entire planner. If you're like me, you need a space to jot something down really quickly, you will find note pages throughout. Again, there's more of those beautiful quotes. So if the plan doesn't work, don't change the plan. What am I talking about? If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, not the goal. And so that leads us into our goal planning section. So there are about 6 spaces here for you to plan out your goals. And then as we take it a step further, we gave each of those goals a space to be broken down more into detail. Here is January. And so I'm going to flip through what an entire month overview would look like for you. So starting off here with a quote for January, a budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went, by John C. Maxwell. So when you flip through here, and then I just want to note too that we have tabs for all of the months. So all of the months have their own tabs. So you'll be able to quickly flip through to whatever month you're looking for. But as we flip through here, this is what a calendar overview will look like. So we were very intentional about making sure that the boxes were big enough for everyone to write in post-it notes, page flags, highlight, all the things. My handwriting, sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small. It's just depending on the day and the mood. So if you're anything like me, having big boxes is crucial. And then we also wanted to add an extra space here on the side for important dates, important notes, things that you might not want to write into your boxes, but still want to make note of for the entire month. And so then as you flip through here, it moves on to business budget, expense tracker, running a business, or just having day-to-day life of keeping yourself together. You want to track those expenses, you want to have a budget there. And so we wanted to make sure we had a space, and it was very intentional that we had outcome, bills, expenses, other, whatever it is for your business or your day-to-day life that you need to keep track of, there is space there for you. And so this is what your weeks will look like. So you have a weekly overview attached to a to-do list on the following page. So starting here January 4th, or excuse me, December 29th to January 4th, you have top priority here at the corner. You have your entire week spread out here, some space for priorities. And I do want to make note that at the top here in the corner, it says week 1. Every week will give you a new number. So you'll know when it's week 24, you'll also know when it's week 15. So wanted to call that out because that's something that I like to keep track of, and I'm sure other visionaries also like to keep track of. But we have our to-do list here on the next page, spaces for top priorities, a section here for notes, a space here for you to write those priorities out, also checking them off or moving them on to the following week, which we have a section down here at the bottom. And again, this is what your weeks will look like for the entire month. And so I'm going to flip to March because I want to make note here, like I've mentioned, at the end of every quarter, I wanted to make sure that we were able to capture what we've accomplished in those 3 months and what we can apply to the next 3 months as we move on to the next quarter. Also, again, adding in those quarterly business reminders to make sure that we are closing out that quarter and moving fresh into the next quarter. All right, and so as we're wrapping up our notebook here or our planner, we have, like I mentioned, our business annual reminders, but we also were very intentional about putting in a meeting agenda section. So we added some meeting notes sections back here for those that are like me that need to take notes or just even need to jot something down quickly. We have a ton of space back here for you to have those quick notes, quick meetings that we all are attending, networking events, business meetings, team meetings, all the things. So we have some extra space back here along with our networking phone book. Yes, in the world of technology today, we still added a networking section here in the back of our planner. I like to write down numbers sometimes or email addresses or even just people's names. If I meet you and I get your name, sometimes I might forget it later. So just being able to write it down just so I can remember who I'm speaking to, we wanted to make sure that we put a space back there just in case. You never know what could happen in the entrepreneurial world of us all running businesses, even trying to run our own lives. You don't know who you're talking to sometimes, or you don't remember that telephone number, or you can't find it in your phone. Just a quick section back here in the back of your planner just to jot those numbers down. So this is our 2026 business planner, crafted and designed intentionally for the visionaries, for the entrepreneurs, for those that are looking to start a business, kick off their business, re-jumpstart their business, or even just run your life and manage yourself. And this planner is still designed for you. You can go ahead and pre-order your copy today. The link is in the description. Go ahead and subscribe and turn on your post notifications as there is more to come from Takeoff Innovation.